Okay, rolling.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Andy Burns from Biff Band Pop. A couple months back we did an unboxing of the Neil Young archives, and the next big music box that came out today, it is the Beatles remasters. Came out in two versions. As Beatles fans know, it was either the stereo version or the mono version. Based on the cost and the fact that you don't get everything in the mono box, I decided to go the stereo route. And so now I'm going to open it up. The Queen is running the video camera, and she's a big Beatles fan, and she also suggested I go with the stereo box set, right?
Yep.
So there you go. So I have actually no idea really what any of this stuff looks like. I'm hoping that the packaging is kind of cool. If you were a Beatles fan and you had all this stuff that was released on CD 20 years ago, you know, for the most part the packaging was pretty shoddy. The albums haven't been touched for over 20 years, so the sound quality is supposed to be pretty amazing. So anyway, we are in the unboxing process. Much easier to unbox this one than the Neil Young box set, I think. The Neil Young one was a little bit too complex. But then again, oh, so there you go. So flap open, and here you go. Let's take it out. The albums that I'm actually most interested in are the later ones, because I want to see what the packaging is like on them, but we can go through some of the early stuff and take a look at how they're done up. The first album. That's pretty snazzy. Nicely done. You can slide out your disc here. I guess you have to be pretty careful with it, though. That's one thing about packaging is, you know, especially the specialty packaging, it's not necessarily that great for your disc. They don't seem to put a lot of thought into that aspect of it. But immediately a lot nicer than the original CDs that have been out on the market for 20 years. Booklet is quite nice. It's got that new CD smell too. So anyway, there you go. That's the first album. I don't think that we'll go through all of them, but they do all look pretty snazzy. You know, the one thing that the mono box had that, as a sucker for record collecting myself, I'm a little disappointed in is the replica. You know, so like the whole thing with the mono box set is that it looks pretty much like the original vinyl replicas, and a lot of box sets have done those. The Pink Floyd one from a couple years ago did that, and that was really cool. So anyway, here you go with Rubber Soul. It's cool. I mean, they're nicely done. And they all have that nice new CD smell. So you can't fault it there. But let's sort of get into Sgt. Pepper's, which I believe that it has the same booklet or the additional stuff that was in the 20th anniversary reissue, which it does. It also has the cutouts that a friend of mine was talking about today, though I don't think you're going to be cutting out your liner notes for Sgt. Pepper. So, it looks pretty nice. Let's keep trucking on with a few more. The Magical Mystery Tour apparently is loaded, and it is. It's got a way bigger booklet than the original one. And it has all the original stuff that was in the vinyl from back in the late 60s. So that's pretty good looking, I have to say. Go on to the White Album too. Now see, here's the cool stuff. Can you get a close up on the fact that on the raised lettering?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Okay, it has raised lettering. So if you're a big music geek and you know you're a bit of an audiophile or a collector, like that's a pretty cool plus. This is very nice. This is loaded. It's got a poster, I believe. I remember seeing the original vinyl because, you know, the Beatles were a little before my time. But I remember seeing the original vinyl, and it came with a very cool poster, which this is mini. So that's pretty cool. That's way more than what you got with the original big sort of bulky CD case. These pictures, as Beatles fans probably know, they were included separately in the vinyl, so Now they're like this. Look at that. I'm not so keen on that. There's like a little bit of a ding there. That's definitely not cool. I have to see what we can do about that. Yeah, the booklet is pretty big. I don't think I'll go through it all. Abbey Road, possibly the Beatles' best album, my humble opinion. Anyway, so there you go. It's pretty, I think it's pretty neat. You have, this is the mini documentaries DVD, which is only available in the stereo box set. If you pick up the stereo remasters, as Beatles fans know, each CD has a little mini documentary in QuickTime that you can watch on your computer. But if you buy the stereo box set, you get all the mini documentaries on DVD. So that's cool, and you can't get this anyplace else. And the Past Masters, which compiles all of the B-sides and EPs and songs that weren't on the original albums. So it's pretty cool. You know, I think if you're a record collector, you might want to go the mono route because you get the little mini vinyl replicas. But you know, if you just want to hear good quality and like the whole remastered thing, probably the stereo version is the way to go. We're gonna take a very long listen to all the albums in a row over the next day or so, and we'll have something up on the website. In the meantime, Andy Burns, Biff Band Pop. Check us out, biffbandpop.com, and thanks for watching.